love you, black man. So let me explain to you what prompted this video. I am getting ready.
Okay, so before I even let her weigh in, listen, I love seeing black women talk about how they love and appreciate black men. I also understand in 2026, and I do think this video was made a little bit before then, but in today's day and era, we got a lot of men who are just like, this doesn't really land, it doesn't resonate, because there's just been so much BS that's been perpetuated online, unfortunately, by black women that hasn't really been checked. So the challenge is now when you have black women who are actually sincere, because all I know, she could be really sincere. When you have black women who are actually sincere and they're just trying to show their love and appreciation, you're gonna have a sector of black men who are already looking at it like a little sideways, like, yeah, right, like, what do you want? Are you reach back? Do you need some bills paid? Is it freezing out there? Is it winter? You're gonna have a sector of black men who are about to look at it sideways, and it just is what it is. Like I said, it makes it a little harder for women who actually are genuine and who genuinely do love and appreciate their culture to express that when you've had, at this point, you've had a plethora of examples of black women going online and completely like destroying the image and the integrity of black men and not getting a ton of pushback. So that's what we're dealing with. And I do shout out those women who are pushing back, who are acknowledging like the BS and who are being like, nah, we gotta do better. But there's some work that needs to be done. I'll say that.
Prompted this video. I am getting ready to get on an elevator, and this elevator, the doors open, and it's 4 men that don't look like me, 2 additional men that don't look like them, that don't look like me, and 1 black man. Did I say I love you, black man? Because I do. So the doors open. When the doors open, I think that the black man could read my hesitation and my concern with maybe I'll just wait. The man gets off, the black man gets off after the doors open. Motions for me to get on the elevator. Let me explain something to you. The sense of safety and security and calm and patience and love that a black man, sir, your mere presence, oh, come on. So with that being said, I love y'all black men. I appreciate you just as much as you appreciate me. No, I didn't know the man, still find a sincere appreciation for him, just like I do all y'all. I love you, black man.
Before we keep going, I want to talk a little bit about something that's actually made a difference in my household, and that is Anson belts. When my husband decided it was time to upgrade his look, I decided to get him a box of Anson, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it completely changed his aesthetic. When a man feels more put together, it shows. The way he carries himself is different. Everything just feels more polished. And what makes Anson belts different from other brands is its micro adjustment system. Instead of those traditional belt holes where you're stuck between particular sizes, these belts adjust in really small adjustments, so you get a perfect fit every single time. The other thing I really like about this product is the quality. I mean, yes, it does cost a little more than what you may get at Target or Walmart, but it is well worth the investment. Not to mention it comes with a lifetime guarantee, which obviously speaks for itself. So honestly, if you're a wife, if you're a girlfriend, or even if you're a mom, a sister, or just a friend, and you want the men in your life to look sharper, more polished, this is a great investment. Not to mention it comes in this really nice box, which looks like it would be a great gift for anybody you love. And the great thing about it is they also come with different buckles, with different belts, so you can mix and match, which means he could build an entire new collection without ever having to replace the belt. So if you want to check them out, scan the QR code or click the link in the description box and get this special deal that they are offering uniquely to my audience. Trust me, it's a small upgrade, but it will make a big difference. Thanks so much. Yeah, so like I said, she didn't have nothing negative to say. Shout out to her. And here's the thing about it. In real life, there is still these kinds of situations going on. I'll be honest and say I've had a mixed bag. I've had times where it's like, oh, like black folks are really cold, black women, black men. Some of them give me like kind of weird looks. I'm like, okay. And then I've had other times where it's like, there's just a sense of camaraderie. It's like, how you doing? Just kind, going out of your way to like, nah, you know what I mean? And so there is this kind of stuff going on. Unfortunately, it just seems to be division is what is driven, what's promoted, and what is monetized. Because let me tell you, any title that leads with positivity on my channel barely does good. It's like I kind of have to like force feed or kind of like mix that in a title or mix that in a video, but the title has to be dramatic. Like black woman slaps black man, or black woman says she hates black. The title has to be driving division for it to even get clicked. And I don't know if this is just because that's what people psychologically like, if they just psychologically react better to trauma or drama. I don't know if it's algorithm pushing it, if it's both. I tend to think it's both. I also tend to think we already know online, we already know in some of these different spaces, social media platforms, media platforms, it's not an equal market. It's not a market where it's just like, oh, the best wins and the one with the best content or the best titles or ideas. No, we obviously know that there are certain things that are being pushed. There are certain things that are higher prioritized than others. And so there's not an incentive to have black positivity, especially in today's economic political climate. There's not really an incentive for that. There's much more incentive and much more space and reason for there to be black negativity and division. That's going to be promoted. That's what people see. That's what people feel. That's what people experience. And that's what people, and sometimes some ways, digest. So it can be easy to like go online and experience that reality and feel as if, oh, there's nothing positive going on between black men and black women, until you step outside and you're just like, there's still stuff going on all the time, every day. It's where you at and who you talking to, and do you have friends? Some people don't have reality outside of online, and that's a problem. Like if you don't, it's like go somewhere, get into a community and get involved. Now, like I said, I mean, any community you're gonna have issues. You won't have some tension, but what she said is beautiful. I appreciate it. The thing is, I would like to hear more of it, backed up also by actions though. As I said before, you won't have black men who are just like, I don't really need an appreciation video. I would just actually like you to respect me in real life. I would actually like you to start to call out other women or other things that are actually disrespecting me or disregarding me. And when it comes to, how are you voting? When it comes to what are we doing politically? When it comes to how are we working together? When it comes to issues of family court, when it comes to the black woman political agenda, or actually understanding my needs or my desires, I would like you to actually care. So I think there are men out there today who are just like, I don't need any more affirmation videos. I just would actually like your videos to be followed up by real life action that I can experience in my day-to-day life. And I think that's valid. But anyways, yeah, what do y'all think about this topic? I love you black men affirmation videos. I haven't seen as a ton the last few months in 2026, me personally, but if you guys have, you can let me know. Maybe I gotta go back to TikTok and see if there's been like a whole new trend. Yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening, and we will talk later, okay? Bye.